host, Ruby Gill, and I feel honored to welcome you all on the behalf of lovely professional university and attendees. I'm glad to share with much excitement that today our expert will deliver his expertise and make us learn how to become a star mobile game designer, and I'm sure you'll also be excited to be part of this learning process. So kindly allow me to introduce our experts. I humbly welcome Professor Rishi Chopra, Assistant Professor and Assistant Dean, School of Computer Applications, lovely professional university. He has been very instrumental in research when it comes to education. Having 20 years of teaching experience in UG and PG level, he has guided many master's projects. Apart from being an academician, he plays a major role in administration as project head in Division of Admissions. To his credit, he has conveyed 200 plus career counseling, motivational sessions and seminars at various organizations of repute. He has organized numerous specialized technical events and part of several conferences worldwide. So, sir, it's a privilege to have you on board with us today. Thank you so much for joining. Additionally, I would also like to welcome Mr. Sukanta Ghosh, our expert and assistant professor, School of Computer Application, lovely professional university. A young and zestful personality with an experience of more than 13 years as an academician and as well as a game developer. To his credit, he is mentor of change, utter innovations, Niti Ayog, Government of India. He has published numerous research articles on game development. So, sir, thank you so much for giving us your valuable time today.
Thank you, ma'am.
Furthermore, I would like to welcome our admission expert, Mr. Neeraj Sharma, Senior Officer, lovely professional university. With an experience of 15 years, his expertise lies in business development, marketing, and product promotion. And attendees today, he'll give you an insight of eligibility, fee, and scholarship, which I'm sure will make you save a lot of money, and along with that he'll also be sharing the infrastructure part of the university. So sir, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you ma'am.
Thank you, sir. So with this, we'll begin today's webinar. I welcome you all once again to the webinar and hope that you all will have a great interaction with our experts. So over to you, Mr. Sukanta Ghosh, sir, for the content of the day.
Thank you, ma'am. So hello everyone. So today we will be looking towards the game development process, that what exactly a game development is and what sort of tools and techniques which are used in game development. Ultimately, we will be ending up with one of the very popular game, that is a rollerball game in Unity. So the agenda will be game development process. We will discuss about the game engine and we will discuss about the design and development of rollerball game. So basically, there are certain minimum requirements which are there to run Unity on your system. And I would request if some of you may work simultaneously with me. Okay, so we need an operating system, that is Windows XP, Linux, or you can use Mac operating system. Most of us are working on Windows 7, so above Windows 7, Service Pack 1, it is there, you can run. And if you're using Macintosh, then you can use 10.12. Then if I talk about the CPU, the minimum requirement is it should have i3 4th generation or above. The recommended is it may be AMD or Intel, but at least it should have 6 core and 12 threads. So you can compare it with your system. And then you need for a GPU, for a minimum requirement is an integrated graphics, but it is recommended that you should have an NVIDIA GPU such as RTX 3060 or AMD RTX 6600. See, with the minimum requirement, the system can run, but it will not be very smooth. You will not enjoy the joy of game development. And then the storage, the RAM, it should have at least 4 GB RAM, but the recommended is 16 and above. And storage 10 GB will be enough, okay, but the recommended is you should go for an SSD at least 256, and it should have a 1 TB of hard drive so that you can save your game, because games are big, they need large space. Then this is what we are going to develop today. This will be our expected output. Then if I talk about the game development process, it is broken up into 4 stages. First, you come up with an idea, that what exactly your idea is. Then you start designing the game. When your idea is finalized, you start designing the game. You try to create the levels, you try to create the character, you try to create the props. Then after designing of all these things, you start developing. You start coding the things. If you have created a character, you start moving the characters. And then ultimately, when you have done with the coding, you try to go for the testing process. You try to go for like all the things. You test them on different platform. It may be an alpha testing. It may be a beta. Alpha means you are testing at your end. Beta means you are giving it to someone else so that they can also test it. There are multiple games. Game engine are basically platforms on which you execute your game, where you code your game, where you design your game. It may be Unity, Unreal, Game Maker, CryEngine, Talk. A lot of game engines are available in the market. Unity and Unreal are one of the most popular game engine which are there. And today we will be focusing on Unity game engine. So for rollerball game, so first I will tell you how you can install Unity on your system, because it is quite possible that most of you are not having the facility of the installation. So we will see the process of installation. Then we will design the rollerball game, and then ultimately we will develop it, means we will code it, and then I will also tell you that how you can add more features into it. So let's deep dive into it. So if you want to install Unity, so you can just simply write Unity engine installation. So it will take you to this download Unity page. I will share the link with you on the chat box. So the link is available on the chat box. Then here you should choose the Unity plus download. Okay, and there is also an option of Unity Hub. So you can install Unity Hub, and then you can install Unity, or you can directly choose Unity plus download. So when you click it, our executable file will be downloaded. You will simply just double click it, and then this kind of platform will be available to you after installation. It is a simple next installation. You do not have to do anything. And then you will come to this install. And here you can see this install editor. So when you click on install editor, because Unity is updating each day, so you can choose the recommended version. So currently we are using the latest version, that is 2021.3.6 F1. Okay, this is the latest stable version. Okay, so it is already installed. If it is not installed, you can simply click on the installation part. You can simply click on install and it will be installed. So it is there. Then you will click on the new project, and here are the multiple options for you which is available. You want to make a 2D game, you will select 2D. If you want to make a 3D game, you can click 3D. If you want to make a game which is having something already inside it, then you will choose this 3D sample scene. There are 2 sample scenes which are available, means the game are already, something is already created, you can edit them. Then if you want to work with VR, AR, third person, first person, so a lot of options. You want to make a Lego game, you know what is a Lego micro game, you can search on Google what is a Lego micro game. It is very popular among kids. 2D mobile game, first person shooting game, a lot of options are available. So here we will be focusing on the Unity 3D, and then you will here you will write the project name, whatever project name you want to have, and then you can create the project. You can also change the location of the game. So I've already opened it for you. So let's see. So here are the things. So let me show what we are going to have today. So this is the output which we will be having. This is how it will work. The score will be counted. So after particular collection of coins, so you have to make the game difficult. It should not be very easy to play. You can make multiple levels. So those will be the extra features. So ultimately, when you collect all the coin, you win. Now let's see how to do it. So initially, when you will open your Unity, it will look like this. Nothing will be there. So this is your scene window. This is your game window. Scene window is where you are going to create the things. Game window is there where you will get the output. This is hierarchy. Whenever you create anything, it will come into the hierarchy. This project panel means the output, the things which are into the projectual form. So if you open it, right click, show in Explorer, you will see these are the folders which are created. So all these folders, they comes in project window. Then inspector window means the properties. It will display the properties. Like if I selected this main camera, there are certain properties of the camera, transform of the camera, and other properties of the camera. So we are not going to touch these things. By default, you always get a main camera and a directional light. Directional light is important to have a lightning effect into the system. So let's start working on it. So the first thing, for the floor, for the board, what you need a plane. So how to get a plane? All the components in Unity are in the form of game objects. So click on game objects. You go to 3D. You get something known as a plane. So you click on plane. It seems to be very small. You want to make it large. So there is a property known as transform property. So by default, I set it to 0. Let me set this aside somewhere here so that it should not disturb us. Now, here you can see that this is at origin. Origin means position at 0, 0, 0. You want to increase the size of it? This red one is my x-axis. This is my y-axis, the green one, and the blue one is my z-axis. So I want to increase by this side. This is my x-axis, so I will increase it. The scale property 4 times. Then on this side, this is my z property. You can move it. You have a mouse. See, the game development is not possible without a mouse. If you're using a laptop, use an external mouse also. So for a mouse, there is a scroll button. So the moment you press the scroll button, this hand appears. Hand tool means now you can move like this. If you don't have a mouse right now, what you can use this one, hand tool. You click on hand tool and then it will become a hand tool. Like this. Now you want to rotate around the things. Then just simply right click. When you right click, this I button will come. Now you can move like this. See, these kind of movements are very much required. Okay, so that's why a mouse is a must thing for you. And then you can scroll up, zoom in, zoom out. These are some basic things which you require. Now you want to give it a color, because white color, nobody likes a white color on the game. So for that, you need to create a material folder. So here I have already created a material folder. How to create a folder? You can simply right click on the assets, create, click on folder. When it will come, you can write a name. Material. Material means color here. Okay, so I'm removing it. I don't require, because I have already created it. So now inside this material folder, I want to create a material. How to create a material? Material means, again I'm telling you, it is used for getting colors, textures. So right click on the material, create, and click on material. So when you click on material, there are certain properties here. This is a new material. So I want to give it a color. So let's have I call it as a brown color. Now, how to give the color? So there is a property of a material known as albedo. You click on this property, the color panel is open. So you can just drag down this pointer. This is how you can choose a color. So let me choose a darker side color. So the color is there. Now you can just need to drag and drop. The color will be available. I call this as a platform. You can rename it. Now I need a ball in the center because I need to move that ball. So you can click on game object, 3D. So ball is made of sapphire. So you click on sapphire. So here I set it to 0, 0, 0 because I want the things in the middle. If you want to focus on this ball, you can select this ball and then press just a minute, F. With the focus F, you can, or you can just zoom in like this. Okay, or you can press F, it will automatically focus on the ball. Now you want to move a little bit higher side because it is going beneath the plane. So for that, what you can do, you can simply position it to 2, or you can position it to 1. I want to increase the size of the ball. Let's position it to 2. Let me increase the size of the ball. Okay. Now I want to give it a color to the ball. So simply I have created the material already. So this is my material which I've already created. So you can change the material also. You can put some shaders. A lot of shaders are there. Reflective. Okay. More materials are there. Legacy shader, you can use them. Okay. And then you can just drag this color and put it on this affair like this. But the glossy one was looking better. Okay. So I've removed the glossy part and this is with me right now. It is up to you how you are using it. Okay. Now I need to create the walls around it. So for creating the walls, I need a game object known as cube. So the cube is at center. So this size I need to adjust. So this is my which axis? X axis. So I will increase it to 10. So 10 will not solve my purpose. So let's have 20. It will also not solve. So I think 40 is going beyond. 40 is fine. Okay, I want it here. I want to position it. plane, yes. So this is my y-axis. So I will remove the y-axis to 10, sorry, z-axis. And then I will again focus on it to check whether it is working properly or not. It is there, it is set, already set. Now you need not have to create them again and again. Just right click them, duplicate. Now this was at 10, so this side will be -10, basic coordinate system. Okay, now simply you can again duplicate it. Let me call them wall 1 and wall 2. This is my wall 1. This is my wall 2. This is my wall 3. I will again take it at center. Now I need to rotate it. Okay, around x-axis. Sorry. -90 I have done the rotation by 90. Okay, you can see. But the size is too much large. So I need to reduce the size to 20. And I need to move it on this side. Okay, this is my which side? This is my Z side. So on Z, I will add oh sorry, it is X. Tell me not solve 20. And now I will just duplicate it and I will call it as wall 4. And just put a minus sign, basic coordinate geometry. Now if you see, now let me give the color so that you can check on the things. So I have already created a wall color, so I will give this color here. You can just drag and drop. This is a very simple tool. Now if you see here, there is a little gap. This one. So it doesn't look good. So if you want to remove it, you can simply add one more here. So this gap is removed. Simply for this one also, you need to do the same. So now here you can see the gap has been removed. Designing of a game is very important. Coding is fast, but designing process is really very slow. The reason is you need to take care of each and every single thing. Okay. Now there are quite chances that my wall will fall off. Okay. So to not make them fall, I will have this as 2, a little bit higher side. So the same thing I will do for this 2. Now my ball will not go fire. Even 3 will also solve my purpose. So it is up to you that how you are making a game. Okay. Now the next thing is to create the coins. Now to create the coins, I will use a cube. Now here you can see my cube. Let me have it as 0, 0, 0. And 0 and y-axis, that will take it 2. Let me take it 3. So, and now I will rotate it by 45 degree, 45 degree, 45 and 45. I want to give it a color, so I've already created a color that is yellow in color. So I will give this point color. And moreover, I don't like this black part, so let me change it with some other color. Let me have this blue one. Blue one is not looking good. So we can have this also here. A uniqueness kind of thing is done. Okay. Now I want to rotate this. It should rotate automatically. So for that, I have already have a script. Let me open this script for you. See, right now the coding would be little difficult for you. Here we are using the C sharp. C sharp is a programming language which is used to develop the games. Okay, it is created by Microsoft. Okay, and this is a simple code. It is void update transform dot rotate new vector. It is right now, I know it is difficult for you to guess this code, so I will not focus you towards the code. Okay, so this using this code, it will enable the rotation of the coin. So what you can do, you can simply apply this code for these walls. Let me have this wall, and let me put all these 4 into this wall. Okay. Now this cube which I am going to have, okay, I will rename this as a coin. Okay, and I want to add this code, so I will just drag and drop this code. How to create this code? You will simply right click, create C# script, and then it will open, and then you will write there. Okay, this is a scripting language. Now if you play this, you will see it is rotating. Looking nice. Okay, but I want to create so many cubes. What to do? Just duplicate them, but it would be very difficult. Right here, I need, for example, I need 100. So will I do it for 100 times? No, that's not good. That is not a good practice. So there is a concept in Unity known as prefabs. Using prefabs are like a blueprint. Like for example, if you are developing a house, so you have a blueprint. The same blueprint can be used for creating another house. The same blueprint can be used for developing n number of houses. Okay, so here also we are going to use this simple cube as a prefab, and then through that prefab we can create multiple such coins, and all those coins will be connected to each other. So this is our motive. So how to do it? So you will create a prefab folder. So how to create a folder? Right click, create folder, and then you will give it a name prefab. So I already have, so I will not have this folder with me right now. So I will remove them. So I already have this folder prefab. So what I'm going to do, I will just drag this coin here, and I will remove it from here. Now it automatically became a prefab. There are a few things which you need to add. Let's add them later on. Now, if you want to have these coins, you can just drag and drop like this. It will not change the position. It will fix. So you can have your own design for the same. And now if you play it, okay, one thing let me tell you. Let me set the things. Okay. Now what I want the same, like when I play it, there is a problem. The problem is while I'm developing it look like this, but when I'm playing it, it is look like this. So there is a problem. So I want the output also should look like this. So how to maintain that? You can select the main camera. Okay, before that, let me create an empty folder. Let me have my coins here. And let me select all the coins. Sorry. And let me put the coins here so that it should look good. Now you select the main camera, you go to game object and click on align with the view. Now the output will also look like this. You can check it out. So wow, the things is ready. My code, my whole design for the game is ready. Now I have to play the game. But I cannot move the ball, nothing is happening, just the coins are rotating. So there is a code for moving the ball, and the code is available in the script. I will share this code. Let me share the code with you on the chat box for this. When you open, this thing will automatically come. Let me show you. This particular thing using system, these will be automatically coming. Okay, let me give you this one. So I'm pasting this code in the chat box. Where is the chat box? Yeah. So the code is available for you. Now similarly, I have the code for ball movement. A lot of code will be available for this. But don't worry, I will explain you the code a little bit. So right now just focus on this. I want to have the speed. I want to have the rigid body. And there is something known as fix update. Now let's understand this in a very brief. Basically, for a Unity, there are three functions which we are majorly using. The first is start. Start means when the game is starting. When the game has just started, what to do. So all those things which you want when the game should start, all those content will come in the start, a function. There is a function known as update. Whenever you are working non-physics object, when there is no physics involved, then the code will come in update folder. Like the movement of the coin, you might have seen that the movement of the coin is available in the update function. It means there is no physics involved, just simple movement is there. Whenever there is a physics involved, it means whenever you are moving here and there, you are jumping, then, or whenever, basically technically we are saying whenever we are using the rigid body is a concept. Like we human being are divided into two parts. One is body, one is soul. Okay, the soul is the basic construct, whereas the body is the rigid part. So whenever you are working with the rigid body which follows the principle of physics, like my soul will not follow the principle of physics, but my body will follow the principle of physics. So whenever the rigid body is involved, it will follow the principle of physics. There we are using the fix update. Now inside fix update, you can see this code: float, move horizontal, move vertical, vector movement, and then we are adding the force. So this is what we are doing. Using these two, we are getting the horizontal and the vertical axis of the ball. And then we are creating a new position for it. And then we are saying in that new position, kindly give this movement. Okay. So for this, you can simply move this code and put it on the sphere. Wonderful. Now let's play. But there is a problem. Let it come into play mode. The ball is still not moving. The reason is the ball is still a soul. We have not provided the body. So how to provide a body? Go to this sphere. Now here you can see there is no rigid body. And moreover, there is no speed. So I set the speed to 10. Don't worry about this count text and win text. I will tell you later what is all these things. So you click on add component, physics. There is something known as a rigid body. You click on rigid body. When you click on rigid body, you again play it. Now you can see the ball is moving, but it cannot do anything with the coins right now. Okay. Don't worry, we will do this also. So you need to do little changes here. Again, I will go to the prefab folder. These were my coins. So you need to give it a tag name. So I have already created a tag name. You can click on add tag, and using this plus button, you can create a tag name. Tag name means I want to join them all by a single name, because using that name only, I will relate them. So I already have a tag name. So I will use the tag name pickup. Okay. Now I need to add rigid body here also. In the rigid body, there is a property known as use gravity. We have to check it. Then you need to check the kinematics. If you will not check this kinematics, the ball will fall down with the coins will fall down because of gravity. So click on kinematics. Similarly, for a ball, for a sphere, which is my ball here, let me rename this so that I call it a player. Now it is. Now this player is the sphere. So spheres have a sphere collider. Now, what are these colliders? Colliders are basically meant whenever two objects are going to hit each other. How I will get to know? How the system will get to know? The system will get to know using the colliders, because these colliders are actually touching each other. So similarly, for this coin also, I have something known as box collider, because this is box in size. So here there is a is trigger. I need to activate it. Is trigger means I'm activating it that if something touches it, something should happen. And what is happening in the code? Here you can see on trigger enter means if it is triggering with someone, if the collision is happening, means when my ball is going to hit the piece of coin, something should happen. So what something? If the tag, here I have told you that I am relating them with the word pickup. So if the tag is pickup, if the tag of that particular coin is pickup, then what is there? What you need to do? You need to false that object. You need the activity should be false, when it should be hidden. And then I am counting the score also, count +1, and then I am setting the count text. We will see this later on. So let's come here. So I already have this pickup, and you can check also by choosing any coin. You can see here the pickup is there. Okay. So if you play it, something is going to happen. Now if I touch them, it is moving. Yes. Okay, so how many coins we are having? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have 20 coins. So let me assume that if someone collect 15 coins, they are the winner. So how to check it and how to present that where is the coin? So for that, we have a game object known as user interface. So I need to create a user interface to print my score. So UI, the user interface is created using canvas. So I will click on canvas. So here, if you are not able to see the things, this is my canvas. It's a large canvas. Okay. So in this canvas, I will create a text. Okay, and then I will set the text on. So you can see new text, something is written here. You can check it out. Okay, and when you play it, you can see here something written as new text. So what you can do, I need to change the font of it. So I will make it bold. I will make it 20. So now, and I will also change the color of it. So the color will be, from here I will set a color little bit of, okay, let's have this yellow color only because the coin color is yellow. Okay. Now what I want to do, I want to print this text there. So for that, what I need to do, this ball move code is having something known as count text. So I will add this text here. It is just drag and drop functionality. And then when you hit, you can see right now the score is 0. Score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it is working. I need to collect 15 coins. So where this thing is happening, this is happening here. Count, we are increasing the count by 1. Whenever we are collecting 1 coin, the count is increasing. And then we are setting the text. How we are setting the text? Count.text is equal to score plus count to string. Don't worry about this coding. You will learn this coding slowly. Okay. And if the count is 21, so from here I will check it. If the count is 15, then you should win. Now I need to have the winning text also. So let me save this. Let me go here. So whenever you save the script, automatically the changes are made into this also. Okay. So in the canvas, I will create another text. This is my result. Okay. So I'm writing it as a result. So this is right now in the center. So let me set it somewhere. And again, let me increase the size to 20. Let me change the color to a red kind of color. Okay. And let me align it at center. Okay. Font, let me have the italic, bold and italic. Just for making changes, you can do as you want to do. You can have your own kind of style. And now this need to be related with this win text. Now let's play it. Now let's collect 15 coins. Let's see what is happening. The score is increasing. You win. You can see the moment I collect 15 coins, you win. Okay. So this is the basic fundamental game which we have developed. So you can add more features into it, which I have just talked about. You can have some negative coins also. Okay, and here you need to write the changes. If the tag is pickup, so here you can have some changes. The same code you can have. You can write like this. If other.gamer compare tab not for pickup, we are going to call it as negative. So it will not be count +1. Now it became count -1. Okay, and the same thing is going to happen. Okay, and now how to create the negative coins? It's a very simple thing. This is an extra feature which I'm going to add here. So I have this cylinder with me. So let us assume this as a negative point. I put 2 negative things here, or 4. And if I click here, I give it a name, add tag negative. And then here I'm giving it as a negative. Now collected some coins. So the score is 4, 5, 6. So the moment I try to collect this one, oh sorry, I need to change a little bit few things. Physics, rigid body, and for rigid body I need to enable the kinematics. For collider, capsule collider, this is for cylinder, so it's using a capsule collider, so it's triggered. This I missed out somewhere. The score is 5. So score became 4. Again 5. The moment I collect this one, you can see the negativity is happening. 4. So this is how you can make it more promising. You can add some kind of obstacles so that it should, like it is difficult. You can make the difficulty level more higher. You can change the speed of the ball. You can make it very fast. How to change the speed of the ball? So here I have the player. There is a property known as speed. You can make it 50. Now the speed became very fast. It is difficult to collect the ball. So this is how you can increase the difficulty level. Now here you can see it is very fast. So it is very difficult to collect. The moment you press here. So this is what my rollerball game is. So any queries, anybody? Any queries?
Thank you so much, sir, for intensifying and magnifying the knowledge of our attendees. And I believe after this, all of our attendees will be proficient in game design, or as the name suggests, they must be the star mobile designer now, and they'll sparkle with the knowledge. Thank you so much, sir. And Yes, sir, we have few queries with us, but before that, we have our Assistant Dean, Professor Rishi Chopra with us. So I would like to share his vision with the attendees. So over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ruby, so much, and thank you, Sukanta, for explaining the things so well. And probably those who are not from this field as well, they were also able to understand the things in a better way. And I hope you are now in a position to design your own game, and will definitely come up with a few more sessions like that, which will enhance your knowledge about the gaming, which is an upcoming field. So quickly, I'll be now sharing my screen with something that would really enhance your knowledge about School of Computer Applications at a lovely professional university. I hope, Ruby, my screen is visible now.
Yes, sir, it is. It's visible.
So quickly, I'll take 5 minutes of yours and tell you something about School of Computer Applications. And this is a view of the classroom. And let's talk quickly about the future of the work post COVID-19. And this is how we are going to work now, and we should be prepared, sitting at home, probably in the office, somewhere aloof, not in a bundle, not in a rush, and we have to take the support of the cloud. So definitely these people are doing sitting at home, they are working, they are giving their fullest, and this is how we are going to work. And to get ready for this, what we need to do, let's see, first of all, your future. What is going to be your future? So if you see this guy over here, he is exploring. Just give me a second, something. Yeah. So there is a wide screen in front of him, and he's analyzing few of the things like 92% of data availability. There are few graphs, there are few maps, bar graphs, horizontal graphs, dot charts. Everything is available over here, and he's analyzing, digging out few things. So who he is? He's a data analyst. So this is the upcoming future. This is the upcoming, you can say, the requirement of the industry, the data analysts. So you can be one of these. So this is the guy who is holding some currency, he's holding a few of the analysis charts, he's holding a clock, he's writing something, a lot of things around him. He's the project manager. You can get into this profession as well. So he's an artist type of a guy, and he's designing a website and an app, which is the most upcoming things nowadays. Coder, programmer, as you have seen over here, in your gaming session as well, that there was a lot of coding over here, and those who are good at it can be uh, having a good future in programming and coding and gaming as well. So for that, you have to get into any of these programs. Therein we offer specialization in gaming. You can get into BCA, BCA Honors, BCA Big Data Analytics, BCA Honors Computer Science for all UG programs. And on the right side, there are a few of the PG programs like MCA, MCA Honors, MSc IT, and then we have full-time PhD part, full-time program, and part-time PhD as well. Okay, so we have industry tie-up programs as well, like MCA Honors in Data Science, TransORG, in collaboration with TransORG, BCA Honors Cybersecurity in tie-up with CompTIA, BCA Honors Computer Science, Big Data Analytics in tie-up with IBM. So these are the offerings by Lovely Professional University. You can get into any of these programs. And quickly, I'll be telling you the industry trends and expectations from the students. So what, other than academics, the expectation of the industry from the student is you should be technology savvy, you should be data literate, You should be critical thinker. You should be resilient person to recover quickly from the difficulties. You should be adaptive and flexible. You should be having a little bit of creativity and innovation as well. You should be emotionally intelligent. So keep these things. These are the quick tips which, if you want a good place in the organization, you should have these qualities in you. Quickly, how LPU is getting these, trying to get these things inculcated in you through these things like hackathons we arrange industrial visits, industrial oriented course curriculum. We have placement oriented activities like mock interviews. We arrange for you workshops and seminars are there. Of course, in-house training in collaboration with the company Infotech over here, hands-on experience on live projects, industry interaction with the leaders, guest lectures, certifications, and MOOCs. We promote personality development classes definitely are required. So through these things, we make you industry ready. And if we talk about the achievements of School of Computer Application in the field of research, so 11 plus patents already published, 500 publications, and 60 plus book chapters, 10 plus conferences have been a whole lot of experience with the faculty and the students collaboratively over here. So if you see the picture over here, this is a pre-project expo that the projects you work on are offered in front of the industry people for your evaluation, and it is exhibited like this and evaluated by the industry people to give you more confidence. So there are a few of the projects you see, the prevention of the disease in rice farming using IoT. IoT projects are there. And if I share some of the placement data, which might be very helpful for you to decide upon, and that's 53.92% of our placement registered students got placed during COVID. During COVID also, such a big percentage of students have been placed. Now the things are getting better and we expect much better placement than this. If you see the package, 32 lakhs per annum, highest package offered to MCA students, and for BCA students, 19.25 lakhs per annum. So ranking definitely matters to you. LPU takes pride at it is ranked third in India as per Atal ranking institutions on innovation achievements, and top 200 universities globally as per Times Higher Education Impact Rankings 2021. Ranked 36th amongst the top universities in India by as per Times Higher Education World University Rankings 2022. So a little bit of infrastructure where our school stands. You see block 38, and there are a few glimpses of the lecture halls. And that's it from my side. That's all from my side. Over to you, Ruby. In case we have any queries, I'll be happy to take up those.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your vision. Thank you so much. You have given a glimpse to our audience that by opting LPU, how it will enhance or how it will be beneficial for them for their future endeavors. So thank you so much, sir. Yes, sir, we have few queries from attendees. So with your permission, we'll take up those queries, sir.
Yeah, we can take one or two queries, and I think Mr. Neeraj is also waiting for his part of presentation. Quickly, we can take up few. Yeah.
Uh, so first we'll move on to admission nominee, or we'll take up to few queries, sir.
I can take up one or two queries. Yeah.
All right.
Before.
Okay. So there is a query from Mahesh Kumar. He wants to know that how can I learn graphic designing with the course duration? How LPU will assist in this?
So very good question, dear. And it's obviously, I told you there is going to be a specialization which is offered to you in computer graphics and UI UX as well, in gaming as well. We have a lot of specializations. You join a course, and a lot of flexibility is there in the course, and you will be offered few of the specialization wherein you can make a choice of your own that which specialization you want to go ahead with. And we do offer today. The webinar was specially dedicated to the gaming people, those who are interested in gaming. they can opt for the specializations, and we'll be going in depth into the gaming, and we'll be producing few of the games that will be can be sold in the open market as well. Over to Sukanta. Sukanta, can you please enhance the things for me?
Yes, sir. Definitely. Thank you so much, sir, for the answer. So now, because of the dearth of time, I'll accumulate two queries in one. So the query is, what should be the objectives and constraints for a good game design, and how LPU facilitate a student to launch the game in the market?
Regarding launching, I can take up, and rest part Sukanta will be taking up. And regarding launching, we do offer a few of the amount that is required for launching or putting it onto the Play Store. The university is going to help you by funding this for the same. Definitely, university is going to help you, and rest. How to get into this, how to pick up your interest, Sukanta would be able to handle this. Yeah, over to you, Sukanta.
Yes, sir. The first point which the student have asked, that what are the constraints for a very good game. So for a game, the game should be realistic. The game should follow the real principles. If we are making a game on rollerball, so we are making the game more realistic by applying the physics object into it. So it should follow the rules and the regulation which are available in the nature. So if your game is following those rules and regulation, definitely the people are going to like it. The second important thing is graphics. Graphics is very important. Your coding can fail once or twice, it will work, but your graphics should be very impressive in nature. So the combination of the good coding and a very good graphics is definitely the core of a game. And if someone want to learn the game, first start thinking of the game, start playing the games, start playing those games which are very popular, start playing those games which are very logical. The moment they start playing the games, automatically there is a trend of making the game will be there into their minds. And the moment they start making the games, they can take away the ideas from different sources, and always keep thinking, because game idea can come from anywhere. It can come from a movie, it can come from an incident, it can come from whatever you are watching into the nature. The idea is very important, so it can come from anywhere. So start thinking and start playing.
I would like to enhance into this by showing you a real life example over here. You see all four of us. You are watching all four of us, and Miss Ruby is appearing to be sitting at the top of, probably at the fourth or fifth floor of a building. And so, what is it actually? Is she actually sitting over there? No, not at all. It's all due to graphics, all due to virtual reality, all due to backgrounds that we are applying over here with a logo not moving. And out of all four of us, she is looking better, uh, rather best out of all. So why, how? Just think of that. And this is what we have created through graphics, UI, UX, and of course, gaming is all associated at the background. So start thinking of it. You can create much better screens than this.
Definitely, sir. Thank you so much. Such a good explanation of the query. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Professor Rishi. Thank you, Mr. Sukanta Ghosh, for resolving all the queries of our attendees. And now, as attendees, you want to be into deep learning about all these things, you have to take admission. And for that part, we have our admission expert, Mr. Neeraj Sharma, with us. So, sir, over to you for the admission part of the university.
Thank you so much, Ruby ma'am. Good afternoon, all of you. Before I proceed further with the presentation, I would like to brief you a little bit about LPU first, right? Then we'll switch on to presentation. See, basically, when I talk about LPU, Lovely Professional University, you need to know that we are India's largest private university in terms of area and number of students on a single campus. We have only one campus that is situated in Fagwara, very close to Jalandhar in Punjab. And this campus is spread over more than 600 acres of land. It's such a huge campus that we have more than 30,000 students who are studying here and they are from 50 different countries. You can just very well imagine that people coming from 50 different countries means the infrastructure, the facilities, the placements, and the practical knowledge which we are giving is far, far better in comparison to our competitors. And if I talk about infrastructure, we have each and every facility available within the campus itself. Like we have a very huge mall there for the benefit of the students. We do have a hospital. We do have a very big indoor stadium with full of games. Then we have separate hostel facilities which are 100% safe for both boys and girls. We do have banks, ATMs. We do have post office. So all such facilities are available for the benefit of the students within the campus itself. Now coming to the presentation part, right? So I would like to brief you about the details. Like on the very first screen, you can see that yes, these are the students of LPU who have brought laurels, right? So 13 LPU students who participated in Tokyo Olympic Games, and they are the ones who brought laurels not only to LPU but to the nation country itself. So if I talk about that, yes, we feel proud in sharing that 10% of the Indian Olympic participants were LPU students in that particular event. Another feather to a cap that LPU team has lifted runners-up trophy at Khelo India University Games, and none other than our Honorable Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, along with the Sports Minister, Mr. Anurag Thakur. They presided over the function and they have awarded the runners-up trophy to our LPU team. Then of course, coming to the ranking part, nowadays if you come across, there are different agencies, different magazines which are giving rankings to all affiliated colleges and universities. So I feel proud to share that if I talk about Times Higher Education Impact Rankings of 2022, LPU stands at 74th position globally. It's a very big achievement. And if I talk about the Times Higher Education World University Rankings of 2022, we stand at 36th position among the top universities of India, which includes both government as well as private. And if I discuss and brief you about the subject-wise ranking, we are second in business and economics, we are 8th in clinical and health, 9th in computer science, and 10th in engineering. Again, a very good ranking given by Atal ranking of institutions on innovation achievements. We stand at third in India. So now coming to the campus life and the exposures and other things which you'll expect once you reach the campus, what kind of life you can expect. You can see on the very first slide, none other than our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji. He was here with us in our campus and he was the one who inaugurated Indian Science Congress. Then we do have His Holiness Dalai Lama. Yes, he was there in LPU campus at one of our events. Then we do have two different presidents, one ex-president of India, another ex-president of Afghanistan, who shared the dice in one of the convocations at LPU campus. Then none other than late Finance Minister of India, Shri Arun Jaitley ji. He was here with us. Now he's no more, we know that, but he was the one who inaugurated Startup School of LPU. Then we do have Gohar Gopal Das, the spiritual guru, who came to our campus and shared his life experiences with our staff members and students. Then none other than the Bollywood icons, Shah Rukh Khan, Deepika Padukone, you name the stars, you will find that yes, at least once they are the ones who have visited LPU campus to encourage our students. Then of course you can see on the screen MS Dhoni. He was again with us in one of the events to share his life experiences. Then coming to the infrastructure part of the university, right? On the very front of you can see the screen where 14 blocks back to back, including the library and the ECE department, which is being shown on in the picture. Then of course, this is the huge auditorium which we have within the campus. It has a capacity of 2,500 people who can sit in one go. Then of course, this is the mall building which I was talking about. This is a part of the campus. We have this mall within the campus. Then this is the inner view of the campus. Then we do have a library, right? It is fully automated library which is 24/7 available for the benefit of the students. Then some other recreational activities which are there in our campus, like this is the bowling area. Then if you can see the gymnasium, and this is the hospital which I was talking about. We have 25 bedded hospital with a dental chair. Then these are the inner views of the hospital. Of course, this is the big auditorium which I talked about. And these are the facilities within the auditorium, that we have an Olympic size swimming pool. There are badminton, basketball, volleyball, squash courts available there. Of course, we have a gun shooting range also, which is a unique thing, right, within the campus. This is the aerial view. You can see the campus aerial view and the panoramic view at night time. Now, before I finish, I would like to tell you, because today we were discussing at one of our assistant professors, he was talking about the animation gaming part. So I would like to tell you that how, if you want to search or in detail, that how you can search it through your our website. So what you have to do is you need to go to a website which is lpu.in. Once you reach the site, on the very first page, you will find a tab by the name Admissions. And when you click on this tab, on the extreme left hand side, you will find different links. And in one of the links, you can go through the LPU's Edu-Fair webinars. So all the webinars which you want to have a look or you want to join in future, you need to click on this link and you will be able to join the webinars in which you are interested. Moreover, if you want to go to the details of the program, you need to click on this admissions. And if you're looking for programs after 12th, which are undergraduate programs, you need to click on regular programs, right? Then once you click, you will find the different streams available within in front of you on the screen. And according to your choice, right, you will click on that particular screen and you will further join that course and you will further know the details of the program. Like if I talk about designing, as we were discussing, so I'll click on this part, designing, and these are the streams which are available. Like if you're interested for this journalism, film production, interior and furniture, product and industrial. So if I talk about multimedia and animation, if I'm interested in this, I'll click on this part. Then again, I will come to know that, okay, these are the programs which are available in LPU as far as designing is concerned. So I can go for multimedia, then we have graphics, then we have gaming. So if I'm interested in BSc gaming design, I'll click on this part and I'll come to know about each and everything in detail as far as this happens. So as far as BSc design gaming is concerned, the eligibility says that you need to have only 50% marks aggregate in 10+2 with English as a compulsory subject, and subject to qualifying either our in-house test, which is called LPU Nest, or you have to clear UC, which is the national level test, or undergraduate NID DAT prelims. That means there is an option for the student, either you have to qualify our test or national level test for designing, right? So once you are through with the eligibility criteria, you can go through with the further details about the curriculum. If you want to know that what kind of curriculum will be taught in each year, so we have detailed options here. You can look at the subjects which will be covered in autumn term as well as spring term. Similarly, if you want to see the syllabi of second year, third year, accordingly, you'll click that particular year and you'll come to know about the details. Then we do have elective subjects offered, like these are the elective subjects like 3D visualization, animation, conceptual design, effects and simulation, graphics. So according to your area of interest, you can choose. And if I talk about fee, right, so if I talk about fee, we are giving very good scholarships to the students, and these scholarships are divided further into three parts. You can call them category 3, category 2, and category 1. And similarly, you need to know that, okay, these are the percentage through which you will be given scholarships, right? So if I talk about, let's say, if you have appeared for a LPU nest test and if the result is out, in case if the result falls in bracket 3, cutoff 3, in that case, you will be given 28% scholarship and the applicable fee will be 86,400 per semester, right? So in case if you perform little bit better in test, your fee will be, you get, and if the score falls in bracket 2, you'll be given 38% scholarship and the applicable fee will be 74,400 per semester. Okay. Then in case if you fall in bracket 1, so accordingly your particular fee will be applicable. So in that case, another 48% scholarship will be given and you will be getting the bracket 1 benefit for that. So in that case, if I talk about another categories through which a student can win scholarship, like this was on the basis of LPU nest. Let's say somebody doesn't appear for LPU nest, you have an option to appear in U-seed. So what we'll do is we'll look for the rank. So if in case of U-seed, if your rank falls between 2001 to 3000, again you'll be given this particular category. And similarly, depending on the rank, your scholarship slabs will increase. And as I told you, we have other options also. We will look for your percentage in 12th also. So depending on the percentage in 12th, like anybody getting 80% to 89.99 will get 28% scholarship, 90 to 98.99 will get 38%, and so on. Now, once we finish up with the fee part, then you can have a look about the details that how you can register yourself for the test for LPU. You need to go to our site, which is admission.lpu.in. So once you reach the site, you'll have to register yourself by giving the basic details. And once the basic details are filled, you have to submit them. And accordingly, you will be getting a link. And through that link, you'll be able to reach the dashboard of the site. And once you reach the dashboard, you'll find a tab by the name LPU Nest application form. So you can click that tab and accordingly, step by step, you will fill the details and you will further proceed for the LPU Nest test part. Okay. Now here the steps are mentioned and how to apply. You can go through the details and accordingly you can apply. Now you need to know very importantly the dates which are applicable today. So the last date to apply for LPU Nest is 15th of July. So that means at any cost you have to apply for LPU Nest application by 15, and the examination will be held till 20th of July, which is the last date. Okay. And once you appear for the exam, within 48 hours the result will be out, and once the result is out, you'll proceed for admission immediately, because we have very limited seats available within all the programs. So we provide, once the eligibility criteria is fulfilled, so we provide seats on the basis of first come first serve basis. So now we finish up with this. So once you are done with this, I would like to tell you, and I would suggest you that please note down the details. All the students will be interested, they need to visit our site, which is lpu.in. And if you want details about any of your programs or anything, you can mail us on admissions@lpu.co.in, and you can jot down these numbers also: 01824 517 000 Thank you so much for your patience. Have a nice day. Thank you. Over to you, Ruby ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir, for the detailed information about the admission part. So with this, I would like to express my appreciation to the experts for their valuable contribution to our webinar, which was entitled as Become a Star Mobile Game Designer. So my deepest gratitude goes to all who attended this webinar and helped to make it such a successful one. And experts, I'm sure your years of research, your years of experience will definitely help the audience to choose the right path. So with this, until next time, I, Ruby Gill, finally sign off the session. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.